Hey ladies, it's been a minute since I was last here, and today I want to tell you things I had to stop doing when I started my femininity journey. I started to lean more towards my femininity about 4 years ago, and it's an area that I've really been polishing in my life. I believe I am a very feminine woman, and actually, my newest package is femininity because I realized, listen, I'm here talking about healing, talking about self-awareness, but no matter how much we heal, but we don't know how to lean towards our femininity. If we are more masculine than feminine, we are still gonna get affected, especially in our romantic relationships. So what is femininity? Femininity is energy that leans more towards your feminine side, your soft, warm, playful, relaxed, easy side, your more compassionate, nurturing side. That is what is femininity. Femininity is wonderful, especially when you're able to make it your way of life. It will work wonders for you in your relationships, mostly in your romantic relationships, in all areas, even in friendships. But the area that will benefit most from your femininity is your romantic relationships, because when you lean more to your femininity, the man automatically leans more to their masculinity. Now, what are some of the things I had to stop doing? Number one, I had to stop arguing for the sake of proving a point. I had to stop. I had to know femininity is number one about being more relaxed, being more at ease. And if I'm arguing for the sake of, so you can think I'm right, I was done. You can think whatever you want to think, so long as it's not interfering with my peace of mind. Yeah, I don't want to argue with you and then end up drained, end up resenting myself, resenting you, end up feeling so bad about myself. I'm not ready to give my energy like that. So that is the first thing I had to stop doing. Stopped arguing for the sake of arguing, for the sake of being right. It's not important to me anymore. Number two, I had to stop trying to do everything by myself. You know, that's what we do when we're in our masculine energy. We are trying to pay bills, we are trying to control everybody, we are trying to criticize everyone, we are trying to be right, we are trying to do everything. And then what happens? We end up tired, depleted, drained, hating other people, resenting other people. So I stopped trying to do everything myself, which means I started asking for help. Hey babe, can you help me do this? Hey babe, can you hold this for me? Hey, hello so and so, I need this and this. Can you be able to help me this and this? Oh, I'm trying to navigate around this. Do you know a solution around this? I started asking for help, and I understood vulnerability is the epitome, is like a foundation of being feminine, because you cannot be able to relax if you're not able to open up, to be vulnerable. One of the ways that will help you relax and be easy is actually asking for help. So I learned to stop doing everything myself. I avoid situations that require me to show up in every aspect as 100%, because it means I will be burnt out, I will be drained, I will be resentful. I stopped expecting people to read my mind. Yeah, that is kind of, sometimes that can come out as a toxic trait, where we expect people to read our minds, and if they're not able to give us what we expected to read from our minds, we start hating them, we start becoming resentful. But ideally, we were the ones who were not speaking up. Yeah, like I said, part of being a feminine woman is vulnerability. And it's okay to ask, it's okay to say, it's okay to lay out your expectations. So we have so many expectations from people, but we don't even tell them, this is what I expect from you. We want them to read our minds and then give us that without us having to ask for it. So I stopped expecting people to read my mind. Me, I will tell you, this is what I expect from you, this is what I need, this is what I was hoping you're gonna do, this is what I expect by the end of the day, this is what I want after this task. Or, babe, can you do this for me? This is what I expect from you. So I stopped expecting people to read my mind. The fourth thing I had to stop doing is talking down on myself. Listen, if you want to feel good about yourself, if you want to be easy and playful, you want to be a relaxed woman, then you also have to talk to yourself in a manner that helps you relax. You have to remind yourself you're beautiful. You deserve all the good things in life. You're worth it. When you tell yourself you're worth it, you're beautiful, you deserve everything, and maybe that man had not called you for the day, you won't start panicking and calling him and telling and start taking initiative and setting dates and try to show up in his house, to his house and announce. No. You won't do that. When you tell yourself, I am beautiful, I am loved, I deserve everything. When you talk to yourself in that manner, it will also help you relax. It also helps you lean more into your feminine side. When you know you are that woman, I am the prize, I am that woman, I deserve all this good treatment. In point number 3 and number 2, when I said learning how to ask for help, the reason some ladies don't even ask for help is because they don't think they're worthy. They don't think someone can create time out of their busy schedule to show up for them. Yeah? So listen to how you talk to yourself. And I said listening is so important because everything you say, you're also listening. Even me, as I'm talking now, I'm also hearing myself and I'm also absorbing the same information. So I started talking to myself like someone who's worth it, someone who deserves to lean back and get help, someone who deserves to be happy, someone who deserves to walk with ease and behave with ease, and be like I really had to start talking to myself in a way that helps me relax and become that feminine. Yeah, I stopped making perceptions about what femininity needs to look like. I stopped trying to look like I'm feminine and actually decided to make femininity my way of life. I stopped trying to impress. The word is impressions. I stopped trying to make people think I'm feminine and actually embodied femininity and actually made femininity my way of life. Like I've said, femininity is my newest package. And if you're married, you're a fiancé, you need to lean more in your femininity. We are brought up in a society where we have to be tough, we have to be controlling, we're trying to do everything, and at the end of the day, we are tired, we are angry, we are criticizing people, our energy is drained, we have negative energy, so no one wants to be with us. That's why sometimes you find people in relationships who are so unhappy because there is no violence. You married a good man, but then you're wondering, why is he not showing up the same way? Why is he not touching me every day like before? Why is he not taking me on dates? Actually, this one is very common with women, especially who are married or who are engaged. Oh, my husband doesn't take me on dates. My husband doesn't touch me anymore. My husband... Probably, if you know you married a good man, there's no violence, there's no abuse, and he was doing those things before, probably it got to a point where you neglected your femininity and you started leaning more towards your masculine. Masculine is controlling, it's taking the lead, it's all those things, it's being hard. Femininity is relaxing, being easy, being playful, living yourself, dancing. It's just being in your best self. How do I say it? Basically that. So if you're trying to work on your femininity, if you want to be the woman who your husband adores you no matter how many years you've been married, or you're trying to be that woman who loves who she is, doesn't have to control things, doesn't have to be so hard, is not too overtired. And that point I said of trying to do everything. A lot of the reasons why women are tired, angry, frustrated out here, the way you see them on the comment section calling people names, it's because they've overdrawn from their self-care account. They've given so much and they have nothing left. So you end up hating everybody and you end up also resenting yourself. So try those things. Try avoiding the things I've spoken about and then see what difference it will start to make in your life. If you need support and help, I'll leave my contacts here. You can take my femininity package. Anyway, bye.